Our History Explained. 5 and 6 of this information has been scrubbed from YouTube. Apologies. Being fractal in all aspects of our lives will be the true restoration of our existence, which will also reconnect our lost connection to Source, plus and minus charge, Mother, Father, Prime Creator, God. Contract understanding. Humans were created by a collective called the Seeders, which derive from God, Mother, Father, Prime Creator, Source, plus and minus charge, energy, plasma, who by inhabit 11th density, as they were the first few forms of light ever created, in this equilibrium of expansion. Thus the term sovereign, as we were created by divine hands. This contract was violated by the Draco Saga, Anunnaki, Greys. The Anunnaki are a race who derive from Grey and Draco, as a hybrid of the two. They were created to make peace between these two fractions that live in the Nebu star galaxy. They all violated the contract the Seeders had, which resulted in violating our sovereign world. However, this has all been corrected now. We are able to live and be the love our Creator sought us to be. This moment of violation is said to be the moment Adam or Eve fell prey to the seduction of the reptilian, which brought the duality of good and evil upon this planet, biting from the apple of the forbidden knowledge, as it were. Allowed all this to take place. All caused due to those losing centripetal force, whereby the actions of those involved in this catastrophe acted in centrifugal force, which eventually causes all forms of creation that follow this principle to be their own destruction, death, due to the lack of centripetal force, which means eventually the plasma charge energy will dissipate and therefore be no more. Negentropy is the way life holds together, which is how all universes decide to live by, and so should we. Here is a history account of the roles the races played within the duality generated by consent. Our History Explained. Here is the breakdown of Draco, Anunnaki, Grey history which influenced our history for humans on Earth. These are the roles the Draco, Anunnaki, played when they invaded our sovereignty. Our Law Explained. The difference of law clearly states which one refers to in regards to their stance in the universe. For fractal perfected living, we can clearly see common law speaks to the living sovereign, which is what we are. Sovereign, due to being created by divine hands, which were the Seeders, who derive from 11th density. Common law, constitution, honors the living sovereign. fractal law. Whereas we can see maritime law, corporate law, refers to the dead entity, dead fiction, relaying where one stands, within the universe, serving the dead, instead of the living. Due to the definition one's composition derives from, created by God or not. This will all see mold in the new future, as everyone will be honored, restored to their rightful place and glorified in the creation that God gave everything, which is life. Negentropy, shareable wave, fractal living, common law, constitution, serves the sovereign, living, God. Maritime law, Federal Reserve, corporation, serves the fiction, dead, Satan. Well-being, oxygen levels explained. Here we are briefly speaking on the main cause for disease, which is the comparison of oxygen to CO2 levels. This has been the hidden agenda from the beginning, before time began for Earth, which was to try terraform this planet, to their conditional needs, in order to roam on the face of the Earth. Here we have examples of ancient trees still remaining, which show the magnitude of their size, demonstrating the life we all should be living. We currently sit at 3% oxygen currently, whereas we need to be at 18%, as it is our optimal level, which we should be living at. Humans would scale to this ratio we see alongside trees in these examples. Anti-gravity, propulsion, consciousness, driving crafts. How propulsion works, using golden mean. If you pump a liquid in a golden mean ratio, spiral, on a torus accurately, with high inertia, it could be a liquid or magnetic flux. You create propulsion. This is how the Nazi bell, the Hannibal flew. Visualizing, for example, a single Hebrew alphabet letter, you're controlling the angle of the torus field, whereby controlling the tilt angle of that toroidal domain. Domain means God. By controlling the magnetic tilt angle of the torus, magnetic donut, also the same reference for your electric field of your optical cortex. Focusing on a single Hebrew alphabet letter, you're putting that donut at a particular tilt angle, whereby if you throw those donuts accurately, visualize two symbols exactly opposing, like the ophonym, Enochian alphabet. To cast a spell in a room, what happens is, those donuts from 4 directions, use names, for the word God, converge at center, which can cause the air pressure of the room to change, which could blow the doors off. Also people can experience being dizzy, when these rituals take place. Because the charge implosion is casting a dream spell. That is what a spell is. You created a centripetal field. Controlling a craft with consciousness, you use the tilt axis of the toroid to control the direction such as up, down, left, right. Enabled by the various angles the golden mean ratio spiral that takes shape inside a torus field. Visual examples of this. Various directions the golden mean ratio spiral inhabits inside the torus are displayed to the right. To our right, we have the ring that will rule them all from Lord of the Rings. The language written on this ring was the ophonym Enochian alphabet, also known as the angel alphabet. The geometry of these written letters around the ring are golden mean ratio, created via golden mean ratio spiral shadows within the torus. This cosmetic was a coherent implosive black hole, due to the constants being gold, which is golden mean ratio and the written letters combined. Enables energy, charge, plasma to become implosive, centripetal at center, whereby those with pure intention and imploding DNA can wield its power, due to charge implosion of the body and the ring, generating greater leverage on the electromagnetic grid. May the Force be with you, Luke. Correcting DNA of food source. Crop circles are messages telling us how the world works, with simple geometry, which are golden mean ratio, reminding us that everything works in symbiosis with one another, due to the understanding of how the universe works, by demonstrating sacred geometry. The term shareable wave is key to the greater understanding for how everything lives in the same space, coherently, without collision. This is because of perfected embeddability, which is demonstrated in sacred geometry patterns, as they are the assimilation of golden mean ratio geometry, such as platonic solids, reassembled in different designs, arrays, nested inside one another, demonstrating non-destructive charge collapse, perfected embeddability. These patterns enable electromagnetic energy, charge, plasma to become coherent, implosive, centripetal, within this space, because of its geometry and frequency they entail, providing the underpinning key of universal law understanding, by demonstrating perfected non-destructive charge collapse, by demonstrating how sacred geometry enables this coherence, which enables all life to take flight. Proven in prior examples, from the construction of the blood cell to the atom. The golden mean spiral is the pattern key to understanding perfected non-destructive charge collapse, aka life force, infinite energy, charge, plasma compression, as it's the key to understand how energy becomes compressed non-destructively, allowing energy, plasma, transverse waves, charge, inertia, to find a way out, by going superluminal, longitudinal, which enables this equilibrium to take place, whereby energy, charge, plasma that enters this space, becomes sorted at center, centripetal, whereby at the DNA level, all crops being harvested, become sorted at center, centripetal, negentropic, restored to order, from disorder, within this space of coherence, from a lifetime of distortion, making it sacred once again, harmonizing our relationship with all life. Becoming an ascended master. An ascended master is someone engaging in the bliss process, which braids your DNA until it becomes fully coherent in its form, which is referred to as toroidal DNA, which are shown in the examples to our right. Bliss process. Apply golden mean ratio to all aspects of your life. Following these practices connects you to the collective unconscious commune of saints, which guides you throughout your life, which is the guidance of God, meaning an individual guided by God, not needing governance, as the mind will be governed by bliss and God of their own accord. A society out of balance of mind, body, spirit, requires a government, as the term refers to governing the mindless, then the mindful, which is what one is when following all practices of golden mean ratio into their life. Mindful, walk life fully in golden mean ratio in all aspects of living, and life will show its true presence to you. Heaven on earth, meaning of life, pure embedding, Heavi, heaven, ancestral memory, communion of saints, electrically, longitudinal plasma array, lucid dreaming song tracks. It's about being able to embed into a longer array, communion of saints, and that nest of memory, Entering all aspects of your life with golden mean ratio applied, is perfected living. Here is the overview of what we have witnessed and understood, plus implosion, plus how shamans steer tornadoes, plus therapy.net healing plasma, plus an elemental, and an angel, plus life force, inside a seed, plus what survives death, plus out-of-body visions / lucid dreaming, plus all action at a distance, stargates, plus how hydrogen makes gravity, why objects fall to the ground, plus how Gaia, Earth's Schumann field become negentropic, plus how a soul forms in, imploding, DNA, bliss, fusion in the blood, plus how the Nazi bell, Hannibal flu, plus the principle of 0-point, vacuum energy, plus the physics of consciousness itself, plus the physics of ascension, longitudinal aura array distribution, plus how body parasites, astral parasites, ET parasites get toasted. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Acknowledging we are a family referred to as the human race. Just like an organism, every cell works together to live happily, whereas cells that don't work together are considered a cancer to the organism. This simple analogy underpins how we should act. Shareable wave of harmonic inclusiveness, that is infinite in its expansion of expression. This starts with living by the simple principles we all live by, which every individual will be empowered with all that knowledge and wealth in the honor of all that is creation. This means we must become the teacher, farmer, healer, warrior, lover, carer, reminder, in order to walk in full sovereignty, known as continuity learning, where all beings from the planet are honored to the greatest extent that one will be informed who you are as a soul. Fractal relationship with all life, fractal clothing, fractal food, fractal kinesthetics, fractal astral hygiene, fractal housing. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Where to start? Here's where we begin and end, in one simple solution for all. This is just a template, enabling everyone to be involved in creating, because we are a family, the human race, whose job is to protect their beautiful home, and sentient life, that homes here. Firstly, the template for the fractal housing. To our right are some fractal designs. These designs are called sacred geometry, as they obtain the same mathematical sequence pattern, called golden mean ratio, which enables coherence, implosion, centripetal force of energy, charge, plasma, to become perfected in their state of origin, known as negentropy. This large-scale home will provide perfected distribution efficiency of electricity, braid and implode all DNA, heal all diseases and enable the ability to live immortal. Building this home on a ley line will enable perfected energy, charge, plasma distribution, across the planet, implode DNA, heal everything around the planet. Just as we witnessed, with the Giza pyramids, healing someone in 2 visits, which was having herself being restored, sorted at center, due to the equilibrium the geometry of the pyramids obtain and other factors, driving what is known as golden mean ratio, which enables self-organizing, self-replicating, negentropy, life force, infinite compression, that enables all forms of energy, charge, plasma within its radius, to be brought back to centripetal alignment. Fractality. This is the key to understanding how we will solve all issue across the planet. This template can be replicated in various areas across the Earth, But the key is, we must come together, as one family under God, Mother, Father Prime Creator, and live in peace. The cause of separation is destroying this equilibrium from taking place. This design also provides a barrier against parasites for good. Also to mention, these designs should honor the elements of our world, as we live in symbiosis with all plasma beings. This can be built with 3D printing for all the labor. It will be the planning that will take a little time, but during that time, we should all spend that time gathering together in embrace for this grand adventure we all deserve to live in. It will be fit for the title we are, which is divine royalty, due to the DNA library we possess. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Visual example. This visual understanding allows one to understand the size and magnitude the housing would commandeer, as the beauty of our home should be represented by the title we bestow. Divine royalty. Due to the DNA library we possess, these visuals are showing the template we should follow across all ley lines. Honoring all sovereigns in all builds, as we are a family and share this space on this beautiful planet together in everything we do. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Being aware of astral hygiene is very important in the world where one is governed by God, collective unconsciousness, commune of saints, whereby you live immortal by your alignment, because you are centripetal, which is the opposite definition of death, which is someone losing centripetal force, as thus the spin rate of infinite charge dissipates, due to loss of charge radiance. This practice is the sovereign's way to govern all minds, by oneself's path, which encourages one to become mindful, self-aware of all actions, consciousness, which holds the moral expression of how one's own desires to live. This is the route to becoming the governor of your own mind, instead of needing a government who governs the mindless, which is those without consciousness, soul, spirit, whereas following the astral hygiene core principles enables one to take this control back for themselves. This is stimulated through the bliss processes, which enables the DNA to braid, which in turn is awareness of energy, charge, plasma, also known as consciousness. This process encourages parasitic energies, charge, plasma to become fully destroyed within your every essence, torus, or a field. As the saying goes, only the shareable wave exists. Those who sort themselves into order get to go on, period. This is a process to remove evil from body, mind, spirit. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Kinesthetics are the ways in which the body, mind and spirit learn to walk with grace, which is the charge implosion, charge radiance, golden mean frequency that furthers the connection, relationship of all life force, starting from the cells in your body. Being a sovereign means owning all responsibility of every essence of your being in all decisions of expression of life. This means becoming the warrior of peace through strength. We must all be empowered to be the force of love God intended, with no restrictions, whereby the relationship of empowerment starts with being given the strength to defend against all odds, as the shareable can never be destroyed. This empowerment with grace, through practices that encourage body, mind and spirit to be entwined, is essential to honoring the beauty we are. The saying goes, we are only as strong as our weakest link. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Fractal food. Food production is all our responsibility. All must take part, care for, as she, Gaia, Earth takes care of us. This bond of mutual respect, which is the equilibrium of all life, enables the relationship between one to another to become connected with the land, earth, life, enabling centripetal alignment. Embeddability perfected. This controlled and managed farming will be required by all by a rota, as it is a key understanding of being a family, whereby there will be no jobs. It will be honoring the communion of the family's core values, that maintains well-being for all living sentient beings in all creation, by our birthright of being divine royalty as a race, due to the library of dexterity of our DNA and sacred right by the hands of our Creator, whereby we live in the honor as the sovereigns we are, in all relationships with our planet. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Clothing plays a major role in our ability to maintain charge radiance, as the wrong dielectric means you'll be bleeding charge, instead of sorting it. Rule: anything natural is fractal. Hemp is suggested to be the best dielectric constant. The plant itself enables connection to fifth density above conscious space. This is because every human has a hypercannabinoid system in their head to directly encourage spiritual enlightenment. Starving the brain from a substance that's built by the seeders, God, plus and minus charge, Mother, Father Prime Creator, for you to use, is partly why everyone lacks connectivity. Lacking the right conductivity. Fractal relationships. Solution to living life as a sovereign. Living perfected. Law on continuity, refers to all information, knowledge being transparent and shared to all ages, as there is no higher authority than God, as we are all equal, as everyone is a fractal extension of God, whereby everyone should be respected as such. Knowledge is information borrowed from all of creation. We must follow the infinite expansion of expression, which God gave all life to follow. This is perfected living, letting life breathe its own expression into the infinite expansion of creation. Being a family, protector of our own home world, through peace, through strength, we will be the masters of peace in the art of war, as the universal law shows us, that life is condemned to negentropy, not chaos, so each human born on earth will be granted with the blessings that God has shown us within the expression in our geometry of expression, shown at the blood cell level, whereby we witness a heart within a heart. Which is to say, be the love you are made to be. Showing love to be the driving force for all life. Whereby knowing this, we will bridge the lost beauty this planet first had before all this chaos occurred. Animals are our light brothers and sisters, who are taking the voyage of living as an animal through the soul experience of expression which is life. We must be the protectors of everything that lives on our sacred world and show the universe the beauty of our existence in coherence with all. Summary recap. Fractal relationship with all life, animals, plants, star brother sisters, creator, God, spirit, self. Fractal architecture enables infinite sustainability of charge, implodes DNA. Fractal diet, charge radiance in energy consumption is key to sustaining life force, charge spin rate. Fractal clothing, increase charge radiance, centripetal force, life force. Fractal astral hygiene, this is your must-dos, in order to sustain self-governance, mindfulness, bliss process. Fractal kinesthetic, connect body, mind and spirit in the walk of charge implosion which is enabled by grace. It's gonna last forever. following this guide to how life is meant to be expressed for all in bliss. We would all share roles of caring for the collective. Taking part in all roles of this continuum enables all to become the strongest, as this unity enables infinite expansion, where one shares their success to the collective and allowing the collective to all rise, and so on is the approach to life. These are the fundamentals that will enshrine all brothers and sisters are living their best life. But outside this collective care, you are urged to find your soul's purpose in this time you share with us, with the gifts bestowed with you. Honoring everyone in all its expression, where we don't idle anyone or thing but the creation which God has enabled all us to experience, which is life. Thank you for watching. Blessing be upon you all for this information brought to me for me to share with you. Here are the inspirations of wisdom I share with all of you light brothers and sisters. May the future be a bright one from here on out. Blessings. Finally, but especially a big thank you for most of my influence of coherent understanding that I'm able to share with you today. Thank you, Dan Winters. This is an inspiration of your teachings. Blessings. Blessings to one and all. Remember, the universe is condemned to negentropy.